Hey Rad Reelers, JC here with Rad Reeling Fishing. You guys, in this episode, I'm going to be showing you how to tie fishing flies, specifically Pompano teasers, using a cordless drill. Oh yeah, it can be done, and at an affordable price. The materials, you guys, if you purchase the materials I'm going to show you, you'll have enough stuff to, like, for skirts, for fishing flies, for the next 100 years, to tie flies for yourself and your relatives, friends and strangers. Oh yeah, at an affordable price. In my area, you guys, just to purchase like 2 little Pompano skirts for fishing costs $4 to $5. Oh yeah, and the tackle store, that's how much they are. Well, I live in an area where we pay $4.50 a dozen for regular size shrimp, right? I'm going to show you guys how to save a ton of money tying your fishing flies using a cordless drill. You don't have to have any of that fancy stuff, and we're going to do that right after this. Let's go over the fly tying materials that I have. I bought super glue from the Dollar Tree. I got 2 tubes for $1. I got a pack of 10. These are number 4. Actually, we're using a number 2 size, not a 2/0, a number 2 size hook. A pack of 10 for $1.67 at Walmart. Now, on Amazon, colorful wigs, you guys. I'll be able to tie teaser jigs for a lifetime with all these different colors here. And both of these, you guys, all of that fly tying material right there, I think was less than for all of that. This is a flashing material. I got this on Amazon. I've used the pink and the silver. We've got the chartreuse color. There was all these different colors and packets here for about $10. All of these packages. Of course, there's all different kinds of things you could use for the flashy stuff, I'm sure. You just go into a craft store. I mean, I went into a craft store today, you guys, and there was plenty of stuff in the craft store, even in the Dollar Tree and at Walmart. Lots of different flashy things and hair type things that you can use for tying teaser flies. I have this battery drill that I'm using that stands upright. Cordless drill, I don't know. I know I paid less than $30 for this. Which is pretty cool because online, just to get like the fly tying clamp and all the stuff that you need to tie a fly, you're going to invest over $50 to get all that stuff. And I was able to do it with just a cordless drill and a little ingenuity. All right, guys, let's tie a fly. I've got my number 2 hooks here, not 2/0, but number 2. Gonna manually open up my drill chuck. I'm gonna slide the hook in there about 1/4 of an inch. Inside, I'm gonna manually tighten that down. I've got it snug. Once I get it snug, I'm gonna go ahead and grab the chuck, give it a good tighten. Nice and tight. Now if the hook's really wobbly, you can just kind of pull that, straighten it out a little bit. I think we can work with what we got going on there. I'm going to take our 20-pound test braided fishing line. I'm going to just do an overhand knot, leave a pretty long tag end on there, and I'm going to put that over the hook, and I'm going to tie it tight right in the middle, right there. Pull that tight, then I'm going to put a little drop of super glue on there. Not much, that was a little bit more than what I wanted to. Now I'm going to take the tag end and I'm going to keep tension on the main line here. I'm going to take the tag end and I'm just going to crisscross it around that main line 2 or 3 times. And then I'm going to finish that off with another granny knot, overhand knot. Pull that nice and snug. Cut the tag end off. Now I'm going to grab my main line here, apply a little bit of tension with my fingers, and then pull the trigger on the drill. And I'm just going to go ahead and give quite a few wraps around the hook here. You get a few wraps going and it helps hold the skirt material on. Put a drop of super glue on there. Oh, that was a big drop. A lot more than what I wanted. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and tie this first one. I'm going to use some of my flashing material. And I don't know, I've probably got about 5-6 inches there. I'm just going to cut it in half. Give me about 3 inches either way. I'm going to take my flashing material. I'm just going to not take all of it. I'm going to take about half of that for starters. Take half of that. And I'm just going to put my finger back here on the chuck and hold it in place. Whoop, the super glue is dripping down. Hold it in place like that. Then I'm going to manually take my thread and wrap it around there a couple of times manually. There we go. Once I have it wrapped around there manually, I can keep tension on the line and pull the trigger. Wrap that around a few times. That's good. I'm just going to hold some tension on there. Another little drop of super glue. You guys, this super glue is so cheap. I'm not really wasting anything here. Alright, I got more of my skirt material here. I'm just going to bring that up. I'm going to hold it up against the chuck again. I'm going to take my wrapping line. I'm going to manually go around it a couple times. Pull tension on that and then pull the trigger. Wrap it, wrap it, wrap it. I mean, I could go faster if I wanted to, but this is a safe speed. Alright, got that wrapped on there. I'm going to finish this off with a half hitch, 1/2 hitch, pull that tight, another half hitch, pull that tight. I'm going to cut the wrapping thread off. I'm going to take the teaser out of the drill and trim off the top. You can pull that skirt material around the hook however you want it. I'm going to trim that up just a little bit. Finish that off with another drop of super glue because it's not expensive. And there we go. We have assurance that that skirt is going to stay on there, and we have a beautiful Pompano teaser made with pink flashing material. Yeah, baby. Alright, let's take our beautiful wig here and let's get some color off of this thing. Cut off about 3 inches. There we go. Get that out of the way. Skirt material. Get our spinner over. We have our number 2 hook. Gonna slide that in there. Tighten that down manually. Put it in about 1/4 inch. There we go. Alright, tighten her down. That's looking good. Get our 20-pound test braided fishing line. Tie an overhand knot. Slide it onto the hook, over the hook. Tighten that overhand knot down tight right in the middle of the hook. We'll drop super glue. Take the tag end and crisscross around that main line a few times. Tie another overhand knot, granny, pull that nice and tight, trim that tag end off, grab the main wrapping line, pull the trigger. Alright, now I'm going to show you guys how we create a teaser that has some extra flare in the skirt. And basically what we want to do is we just want to create a hump, kind of like right where this thread is right here. We want to leave, how do I say this? Yeah, we're going to create a hump right in here where I've already got the thread started, but up towards the chuck we're not going to put any thread up there. And that hump is going to allow us to have a lot of flare in our skirt. So Little drop of super glue there. Wrap it a little bit more. Now I want my main wrapping line now, I want it to stop for when I'm starting the wraps here. I want it to be up close to the chuck, the main wrapping line here. Alright, so let's take some of our colored hair. Gonna just press that up against the chuck here, like that. And then manually wrap it around in front of the hump. That was 2 wraps. Now I'm just going to start spinning that around a little bit. Plenty of tension on there. Alright. Straighten that out. Oh yeah, it's starting to get the flare, baby. Getting the flare. Give it a little more color. Wrap that around. A drop super glue. Just keeping tension on the main thread and wrapping around. Oh yeah, it's going to have a nice flare to it. Alright, let's give it some flash. You want to? Let's give it a little flash. Cut off a little bit of the flashing material. Hold that on there. Wrap that around manually a couple times. Keep tension on it. Pull the trigger. Little super glue. Alright. Finish that off with a half hitch. One half hitch. 2 half hitches makes a hitch knot, right? Give that a little shot of super glue. One thing you don't want to do is get super glue on your scissors. Already did that one time. Had a heck of a time getting my scissors to open. Alright, let's go ahead and take that out of the chuck. Woo, flashy. Look at that. I mean, really, you could fish with it like that depending on what you're fishing for, right? I'm just going to go ahead and trim this up because I know I am fishing for Pompano with these. And I don't need them to be all big. I want them to be smaller. Trim that up a little closer to the hooks. Keep me from getting short strikes. And there we go. Got me a nice little Pompano teaser there with some flash on it. See how that hump gave it that extra flare down there by the hook. So, yes sirree, buddy. Pompano. Plenty of Pompano candy right there, you guys. Lots of Pompano candy.